This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay, so yeah, let us start. Okay, so during yesterday's session, we were discussing regarding the project charter. So what are the phases that are available in a project, the SAP implementation project? So any SAP implementation project, good afternoon, madam. Okay, so any doubts do you have? Okay, so
Hello.
SAP, yeah, tell me.
Sir, actually you have shared only two classes, sir, which is like 29th and first. You have not shared the first class which you have taken in June session.
Yeah, that first class we have attended via that Zoom, right? So we have some problems in sharing via Zoom, right? We will try to
Okay.
share that. Yeah, these are the classes which we attended via GoToMeeting, right? So GoToMeeting we were able to simply share it, but Zoom there will be problems. So I will try to share it to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, sir.
Right?
Yeah, sir. We'll make the notes, sir.
Yeah, you please send your email ID so that we will send via email, right? So
Done.
yeah, send message it in the chat your email ID so that we will send it to you that email IDs.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then we have the yesterday we were discussing regarding the project charter, right? So what is a project charter? No, not here in the group. We have
Okay,
created a
sir. Okay.
WhatsApp group, right? Yeah. So what is a project charter? So every SAP implementation project will have 5 phases included in it, right? So the phase number one is, let me see, we discussed the phase number one as, so there are various methodologies in SAP implementation projects, right? One of the oldest methodology was SAP methodology. So when I say SAP, it is nothing but ascendant, CENDANT, ascendant SAP methodology. A means ascendant SAP methodology. Also, we have there are so many other methodologies as well, like Agile methodology. You might have heard about it. Then we have a sprint methodology. Then we have a waterfall. So whatever may be the methodology, but the basic phases are same. Like we have phase number one. Phase number one is a project preparation phase. Project preparation phase. So what activities that we are going to perform in the project preparation phase? So during the project preparation phase, following are the activities that are normally be performed in the project. Like in the project preparation phase, I will mainly concentrate on the activities that belongs to a project infrastructure, right? Let us say I want to implement a project from 1st January 2023 onwards. Then I need to build the infrastructure of the project, right? First. So as a part of project infrastructure, we need to arrange the licenses from the SAP company. Right, I need to procure the licenses, right? Licenses procurement from SAP. I cannot directly use SAP, right? First, I need to procure the licenses from SAP company. Then only I will be able to go and proceed for the implementation of SAP in my company. Then the server arrangement, right? Right, servers procurement also I need to done, right? We need to have a server, whether it is a on-premise or cloud database, right? So any of the server I need to purchase, whether it can be a on-premise or cloud database servers. Right, we need to have a servers procured from server providers like IBM, Accenture, Amazon, etc. They will be providing the servers. We need to have access from those companies as a database servers. So then we need to arrange the computer peripherals, right? When I say a computer peripherals, like we need to arrange a desktop or laptop, or internet connections, right? Anything, right? So such type of peripherals we need to arrange first so that we will be able to proceed for the project kickstart within a stipulated time of period. Then we need to identify the business users who will be actually part of the implementation project, right? Project is nothing but a involvement of business people as well as the consultants like us, right? So we will be developing the project and they will be learning how to work upon those developments, right? So it is a mix up of combined effect of business team as well as the consultants like us. So you need to identification of the consultants, right? So consultants like us, also identification of business users, identification of business users as well as core team members, core team members. Core team members are the business users actually working upon SAP after we trained them into the different business processes that are implemented as a part of the implementation project. Right, so these are the some of the major activities which we are going to do it as a phase number 1 of the project. Let us say you have a project 6 months span of time. So 1 month will be under a project preparation phase where you are identifying the servers, procuring the licenses, arranging the computer peripherals, and identification of the consultants, etc. So first 1 month will go through the project preparation phase. Then phase number 2. So phase number 2 is the business blueprinting phase. So what is a business blueprinting phase? Right, so business blueprinting phase is nothing but, let us say I am the consultant, right? So I am from SAP Materials Management module consultant. So what I will do, what is my work? My work is I will first go to the implementation company, right? Let us say I am working for one of the software company, right? As a MM consultant. So I am the SAP MM consultant working for a software company. Then let us say we have one more manufacturing company. Let us say I will take an example of a Tata Group. Right, so I will take an example of Tata Group. So Tata Group wanted to implement SAP in their company premises. Then what they will do? They will hire, they will hire or they will have an agreement with one of the software company to support the SAP implementation, right? So then Tata Group will be the client over here. In software terminology, we will call Tata Group as a client, and this will be called as the implementation partner. Implementation partner. Right, so Tata Group wanted to implement SAP, so they will approach one of the IT company to support their implementation activities. So we will be calling Tata Group as a client to implementation company, and implementation company will be called as a implementation partner to a Tata Group or client. So both these companies will have one agreement to implement a project. Once that particular agreement is signed off, then what software company will do? Software company will deploy the consultants like us to the Tata Group company premises. So then what we will do? What is the first and foremost activity as a consultant? Let us say as a consultant, I will go to the Tata Group and I will meet the business process owners and the core team members of the procurement department of the Tata Group, and I will arrange some meetings or workshops, and I will try to understand their existing business processes, how they are working today, what are the business processes they are doing presently in their company, right? So I will try to understand their existing business processes first by meeting with the business process owners or core team members. That particular phase where we are going to understand their existing business processes will be called as a as is business process study. So in this phase, I will try to understand their existing business processes. Try to understand Tata Group existing business processes. Once I understood their existing business processes, let us say, then what is my next activity? My next activity is I need to think how I will be able to map their existing business processes into SAP system. So that particular phase where I am going to map the existing business processes into SAP will be called as a 2B business process mapping. 2B business process mapping. So in this particular phase, I will try to map the existing business processes in SAP. Means I will think whether the particular solution is available in SAP as a standard, right? So whatever may be the business processes I understood, I need to foresee whether we have solution already available in SAP, right? So solution already available in SAP or not. If it is available within SAP as a standard, right? So the solution is already available, yes. Then my work is very easy, right? So I can simply map that particular already available solution in SAP to the business process that is being done in the Tata Group, right? If the solution is available as a standard, then it is fine. My work is simple, right? But whatever may be the processes I understood are existing business processes in Tata Group, there is no standard solution available in SAP, right? We do not have a solution available readily in SAP. Then what we have to do? We need to customize that particular solution, right? So we need to develop that particular solution as a custom solution. Custom solution, right? So if I understood, there are 10 different processes in Tata Group. 8 will be already available in SAP as a standard. My work is very easy to map those solutions in SAP if the solution is available as a standard. But if the solution is not available as a standard, then what I have to do? I need to develop that particular solution as a custom solution, right? So this particular phase where you are going to try to understand the existing business processes and try to map those business solutions as per SAP standard solutions, or try to develop those solutions as a custom solutions. So this particular phase of the project will be called as a business blueprinting. Also, whatever may be the solutions I am trying to develop in SAP, I need to document those solutions or the business processes in SAP as a one of the document known as a business blueprinting document, right? So prepare business blueprinting document. Right, so we need to prepare the business blueprinting document as a part of the phase number 2. Business blueprinting is nothing but how you are going to develop that solution in SAP. So you need to document. If it is a SAP standard solution, then you will document the SAP standard solution. If it is not SAP standard, you need to customize. Then we need to prepare the custom solution and document it accordingly as a business blueprinting document. So once the business blueprinting document, everything is prepared, it will take at least 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time to understand the existing business processes and to prepare a business blueprinting document. Once the business blueprinting document phase is completed, we need to get into the phase number 3, that is a realization phase. So what we are going to do it as a part of realization phase, right? So as a part of realization phase, we need to, let us say, I have prepared the business blueprinting document, right, for the solutions that are going to be implemented in SAP. So then, to suffice the requirement of the solutions, we need to perform various activities in SAP. Like we have to do one thing known as a configuration, right? So there is one thing known as a configuration. We have to do various configurations. We will come to know what and all the configurations that are available in SAP. We will see in our coming sessions. Then we need to create various types of master data. Like we need to create various types of master data in SAP MM. We also needs to develop some new programs, right? We need to develop some new programs like for the solutions where there is no SAP standard solution available, right? We need to develop new programs with the help of the technical team. New program development with tech team help, right? So once the configuration, master data, new program development, everything is completed, the next activity is we need to perform various types of testings, right? Why do I need to do the testing? Because whatever may be the solutions that client is asking for, we need to test and see the results, whether the results are as per the client requirement or not. So to have the proper confidence whether the solution which we have developed in SAP is properly working or not, so we need to have a various testings to be performed on the solutions developed. Like there are various types of testings which we are going to perform. It known as one type of testing is a unit testing. We will see what is the meaning of unit testing, etc. in our coming sessions. Then we also need to perform a ITC1 and ITC2. So this is known as a integration testing cycle 1. Cycle 1 and integration testing cycle 2. And then we have one more type of testing known as UAT, known as user acceptance testing. User acceptance testing. Then we have a regression testing. There are various types of testings, right? We will see what is the purpose of each and every testing. Regression testing, regression, REGRESSION, regression testing. Then we have performance testing, then LES1 and LES2, nothing but live environment support testing. One and live environment support testing 2. Then we have performance and we also have a negative testing. Right, like that there are various types of testings. So all those testings you need to perform as a step number 3 and try to understand whether all your solutions are working fine or not. Right, you developed one solution, but that solution what you have developed should suffice the requirement of the client, right? So for that reason you need to do these type of testings, right? And ensure whatever may be the solution you have developed is working as per the client requirements. So now we have a phase number 3. Are you able to understand or do you have any questions over here? Sandeep and Archana, any doubts or clarifications do you need over here?
No,
No,
sir,
sir.
all done.
Okay. So then we have a phase number 5, right? So you have done various testings and every testing is fine and everything is working as per the client requirement. So then you need to get into the phase number 4. So that is a final preparation phase. What is a final preparation? So final preparation is nothing but you have developed a business blueprinting and you also developed various types of new programs, configurations and master data. Then you also tested the solution by doing various types of testings. And all your testings are successfully tested by the client as well as by you as well. So the end results of the testing is very good. Then you need to make the system ready for the live, right? So before making the system ready for your live, we need to do various types of activities to be performed in the system before going live. So those activities will be done in the final preparation phase. So we call those activities as a cutover activities. Right? So when I say cutover activities, it is nothing but creating various types of master data. Like in SAP, we have various types of master data. We will come to know what are the various types of master data that are available in SAP. Like we have a material master data, then we have a vendor master data, so then we have a service master data, so there we have a purchasing info records. We will see what is all these master data. We will go through it one by one in our coming sessions. Purchase info records, then we have a quota arrangement condition records, then we have quota arrangement, then we have a source list, etc. All these are various types of master data. So we need to create all these master data as a part of final preparation activity. Not only these master data, we also need to create various types of open documents, right? So we call it as various open documents, right? So there are various open documents which we need to create as a final preparation phase. Means you are making your production system ready for live or ready for use in SAP. So you will decide one date. That date is, let us say, 1st of August 2023. On 1st of August 2023, I will go live with the SAP system. So I need to make the system live for 1st of August, right? So I wanted to start with, I wanted to live with the SAP system. Then I need to make the production system ready for live. So I need to prepare all these activities as a final preparation phase. We will see what and all these documents in our coming sessions. So then we have a phase number 5. So the phase number 5 is called as a go live slash support and enhancement phase. So this is the final phase of the SAP implementation project, in which you are going to, in the final preparation phase, you are in the go live and support phase, you will be live with your production system or SAP system, where various business people or the users are trying to do the transactions within SAP. They will close whatever maybe the old systems are there, and they will try to use the live system of SAP. Let us say I said I will go live with on 1st of August 2023, right? So on 1st of August 2023, every business user will start using SAP system for their day-to-day activities and the transactional data what they are going to create. So business users will start using SAP. So when they are using SAP, so there will be various issues will be raised by the business users, right? So those business user issues you need to rectify as a SAP consultant. So you need to support them. They are doing some activity. They will not be able to proceed further. So you need to support them and start guiding them and try to rectify them issues what they are doing. So that particular activity will be called as a support. You need to support them, you need to train them, or you need to educate them on the business processes that are being developed by you. Then you also need to do the enhancements, like you provided one solution, right? Let us say that solution is being worked upon by business almost 1 or 2 years. Then they will come to know, okay, so whatever may be the solution we are using, we need to do a little bit of modifications so that it will work in a better way, right? So they will come up with you such type of enhancements. So you need to do a enhancement to the existing solutions as well. So this particular phase will be called as a enhancement phase, right? So if you go to any SAP implementation projects, you will have all these 5 phases, like project preparation phase, business blueprinting phase, realization phase, then final preparation, and go live and support and enhancement phase, right? So a methodology can be anything, whether it can be a world methodology that is known as SAP methodology, or it can be a agile methodology, or it can be a sprint or waterfall. The phases will be same. It will have 5 phases included in it, right? So this is regarding the project methodology. So then what is the next topic? So the next topic is SAP project landscape, right? So this is the so the next topic is SAP project landscape. So what is a SAP project landscape, right? So let us say I said I will be implementing a project in my company, right? So project will have a, at least minimum in SAP we will have smallest project will have at least a 6 months span of time. That means first, let us say first 1 month, right? Or first starting from second to third month, we discussed it is a business blueprinting slash a realization phase. Let us say realization phase. So during the realization phase, I will be doing testing. So when I am in the realization phase, I will do the testing in one of the server, right? So let us say I am doing the testing in server XYZ. Then final preparation will be done in the 4th to 5th month, let us say. So in the 4th to 5th month, we are going to do the final preparation. So final preparation will be done on the server, separate server LMN. So if you go to a SAP real-time projects, you will use multiple servers, not only one server. Instead, you will use multiple servers. I will try to show it to you. Like, but we are trying to do the testing. This is simply a training server, right? So we are using a server. Let us say. So this is the server 49.207.9.23, which I am using for training purpose. I also have one more server, right? So this is 183.82.121.186. So this is altogether a separate server. So like this, if you go to a real-time implementation projects, we will have multiple servers. One server will be used for one specific work. So if you go to any project, there will be mainly following servers available. Like the first and foremost server which we are going to use it in the implementation project is a development client. So development client, or we will call it as a golden client. So the development client and the golden client will be used to do the new program development or a customizing or the configuration related activities. Configuration slash customization. So I will not configuration customization, also a new program development. Right. So if I wanted to write a configuration or new program or customization, so all those things will be done in the development client. I cannot nothing extra, only the new programs or customizations will be done in the development client. I will not create any transactional data, or I will not create any master data in this particular client. So the development client will be identified as D100 or D110 or D420, like that. Every client will have its own coding, like D100, D110 or D420, etc. So the next server will be a acceptance client. So this will be identified as a A100. So here the testings like unit testing and integrations testing will be performed in this particular client. UT, which is nothing but a unit testing, unit testing, or a ITC. ITC is nothing but a integration testing. So if I wanted to perform a UT and ITC, which is nothing but a integration testing, those testings we are going to perform in the acceptance or A100 client. Also, I wanted to create a various master data like material master, vendor master, etc. Right. So this particular system is mainly maintained for the integration testing and master data. We will not do anything else over here. So then we have a quality client or a quality system. So the quality client and the quality system will be identified as Q100. So here we will perform one type of testing known as a UAT, known as user acceptance testing. Right. So here we have one server, right? It is a testing server. We do everything in this particular server. But if you go to the real-time projects, it is not like that. You will have a different servers in this manner, where one server is specifically meant for one type of activity only. So then we have the pre-production client. So where you are going to do, this is identified as a R100. So in the pre-production client, you are going to perform the such type of testing is known as a regression testing, and you are also going to perform a performance testing, then you are going to perform a LES1, which is nothing but a live environment support testing, and LES2 also a negative testing, etc. So negative testing plays a very important role in the projects. Negative testing means if you developed a solution, but you need to think negatively as well. You should not always think positively and whether the solution is working or not. You need to think in a negative direction. Whatever may be the solution you have developed, is it working properly or not whenever a negative situation arises? So that is nothing but a negative testing. So this is also one type of testing which normally be done in the real-time projects. So this particular pre-production server will be used for these type of testings. So then we have a production client, production server. So this is identified as P100. So this is the live system, right? So it is a live system where the business users are doing the day-to-day real-time transactions. It is the real-time transaction system. Are performed in this particular system. It is a real-time server where the real-time business scenarios execution will be happening in the business users in the real-time manner. So this will be called as a project landscape. Like you will have a development client, then acceptance client, then quality client, then pre-production and production. So these are the various servers that are available in the real-time projects. Right, so I just wanted to give you some brief understanding on these various servers or the project landscape of SAP implementation projects. So let me try to save this particular. So then what is the next topic? Do you have any doubts or queries on this particular project landscape? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, any doubts do you have?
Yes, sir, for blueprint, there is any testing material is there, sir? Testing process?
No, blueprinting means you are just documenting, right? It is a documentation.
Okay.
You are preparing a documentation. Let us say I want to develop a business process in SAP.
Okay.
How you will be developing? What do you need any customization? Or if you are using SAP standard solution, what is exactly available in this particular standard solution? What is the step-by-step business process steps you need to include in it, which is nothing but a business blueprinting,
Okay. Okay.
right? So it is just a documentation. So there will be various business scenarios, right? So you need to document those business scenarios, the way you are going to perform those scenarios, which is nothing but a business blueprinting, right? Let us say you want to build a project. So the first and foremost activities, you will have a blueprint available, right? Somebody will prepare a blueprint or plan, which is nothing but a project plan. So in SAP also you need to prepare a business blueprinting document. In SAP also you need to have a business blueprinting document prepared. 1 minute. Okay, so so this is the way you every project will have its landscape. Like you can include one more server here as well, but it's all depends upon your investment capacity of your client. If your client is able to invest lot of money, they can include any of the server in between as well, which is perfectly fine, right? So this particular methodology or the servers will be called as a project landscape. So then what is the next step in our course? So the next activity in our course is, so every module, whether it is SAP materials management, or whether it is sales and distribution, or whether it is finance and controlling, or whether it is any of the other module. So every module will follow some set of processes, or it will have a trigger point and it will have a end point of that particular process. So we will call that particular trigger point and end point of a particular business process will be called as a cycle. So every module, like we are trying to learn SAP MM, our module will have one cycle known as the P2P cycle. P2P cycle. When I say P2P, it is nothing but procure to pay cycle. Means what is the starting point of a procurement module and what is the end point and what are the intermediate steps that are available in a SAP materials management module. What is the trigger point of activity? So, and what is the end point? What are the intermediate steps that are available? So that particular cycle will be called as the P2P cycle and procure to pay cycle. So as a consultant, we need to understand the P2P or the procure to pay cycle very clearly. Why? Because whatever may be the business scenarios we are going to configure in our coming sessions, the basis is a P2P cycle only. If you are able to understand P2P cycle, you will be able to map the business processes of in SAP quite easily. Right? So, okay, so where a particular P2P cycle starts, right? So the P2P cycle starts with the requirement should be erased by a particular person, right? Let us say I am the production department supervisor, right? So I planned to produce air conditioners in my company during the month of January 2023. Let us say I planned to produce 10,000 air conditioners in my company. Let us say I am the production department manager. I planned to produce 10,000 air conditioners in my company during the month of January 2023. So then it is my responsibility to ensure that all the spare materials that are required for assembling of a air conditioner should be available in stock. Then only I will be able to produce the air conditioners, right? Let us say there is one spare material known as compressor. If I want to produce 10,000 air conditioners, I need to have 10,000 air conditioners readily available in my company, so that I will be able to produce 10,000 air conditioners by using 10,000 compressors. Then there is one more department known as a plant maintenance department, right? So let us say this is the plant maintenance department. I am the manager of the plant maintenance department. Let us say I planned to do a machinery maintenance for the month of January. Let us say there is a lathe machine. I wanted to do the maintenance of lathe. To do the maintenance, let us say I need some spare materials. Let us say I need motor of 10 numbers, right? So these two people, what they will do, I need 10,000 compressors so that I will be able to produce 10,000 air conditioners. I need 10 motors so that I will be able to do the maintenance of the lathe machine in my company. So the first and foremost activity these people will do is they will go to one of the department known as the stores or the warehouse department, right? They will go to a stores department and they will cross check whether the compressors of 10,000 numbers are available in a stock and motors of 10 pieces are available in stock. So they will go to the stores and we will cross check whether 10,000 compressors are available as a stock in store. Also, the 10 motors are available as a stock in the stores department. If these materials are already available in the stores department, they will withdraw those materials and they will start with their production activities. If there is no material, what they are going to do, right? So we will see and we will continue that particular topic from tomorrow's session. Right, so we will discuss the P2P cycle in tomorrow's session. We will continue from here in tomorrow's session. So any doubts or clarifications do you have on today's session? Sandeep and Archana, any doubts or clarifications?
No, sir. All clear.
Okay. So can you explain before the phase one some topics were written? Can you explain that once again?
Phase one.
Before that some topics were written, so I just want to write down those things. In short, if you can explain.
No, can you repeat
Phase,
before phase?
yeah, phase one.
We discussed
Yeah,
this one, right? Like
yeah, before
agile,
that.
sprint, and waterfall.
So
Okay,
what
these
is that
things,
ASAP methodologies, and after that how to spell it?
agile
As
methodology.
okay, okay.
SAP means ascendant SAP methodology. A means
Oh, oh,
ascendant.
okay, okay,
This is agile methodology, and
okay,
sprint
sir.
and waterfall. These are the four ways of SAP implementation. These are the four methodologies
Okay, okay, sir.
which can be used in case of implementation projects. I will tell you what is the agile, what is sprint, what is waterfall again.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay then. So we can meet tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.